Hey, it's Katherine Norland. Just because somebody is in your life and they are part of your family or they're one of your friends, that doesn't mean that they have your best interests in mind. Guys, if you are doing something to improve yourself, to improve your life, to improve your health, some people, I hate to say this, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get mad about that because they are comfortable with you being the way you used to be. They don't like it that you're improving. They don't like that you're trying to do better. They don't like that you're trying to eat better. I remember one time there was a lady that I was friends with. She got extremely mad at me when I decided I was going to start eating healthier, to start eating more fruits and vegetables. And she started accusing me of being selfish and being vain and caring too much about my looks. And I was like, this is about my health. And I think in hindsight, she was just mad because I wasn't going to sit around with her anymore and eat bags of peanut M&Ms and sit down and eat Haagen-Dazs, chunky monkey ice cream with her anymore. When you start doing better, it points out to other people ways that they don't measure up. So what are you going to do? Are you going to listen to them? Are you going to stop improving yourself and doing better? Are you going to stop reading books, taking your self-help courses, hiring a coach, hiring a mentor? Because somebody who doesn't want you to grow or get better, refuses to grow, is giving you a hard time? I am fired up about this today because one of the gals that I coach, that I'm an encouragement coach, many of you may not know that, but this person was getting razzed by some people because she has a coach, and her friends were like, oh my God, you're like just paying somebody to be your friend? Listen, I'll try to be friendly to you, but as a coach, I am not your friend. I will try to be as friendly as I can, but I want to kick your butt into the next phase of your life. Not for me, for you. So you can live the life that you dream. So you can do the things that you want to do, that maybe you need some clarity around, that you need some help, that you need someone to hold you accountable. You know, when people play sports, they have coaches. You want people to help improve you. Maybe you have a health coach. They have a health coach. They have a trainer. You know, business people have business coaches to help them do better. You hire consultants. You know, if you're in a field that you want to learn from them. Somebody who's gone to where you want to go, whether it's a place you want to go in your line of work, whether it's real estate or as an artist or even just with a mindset, someone who has a better mindset than you, who you've seen how they handle themselves in different situations. They possess a level of confidence that you don't have. That's what you need. You don't want to be trying to figure it out for the next 20 years. Listen, I have 3 coaches right now. Maybe I'll have more in the future. Who knows? I probably will. And I have many more, hundreds and hundreds of books I've purchased to get better. Dozens and dozens of courses I've purchased to get better. Your number one investment is in yourself. It's in your mind, it's in your heart, it's in your spirit. You can't be who you need to be. You can't go figure out all the things you need to figure out. You can't do all the things you want to do without getting help, without learning, without getting the mentorship. Because listen, the only thing standing between where you want to go and where you are now is what lies in between and what you don't know. So this girl's friends were all like saying, oh my God, like I can't believe that you're like paying money to someone to have a friend. Listen, I know I said this before, but it bears repeating. Coaches are not your friends. You will get away with so much more with your friends than you will as a coach. As a matter of fact, your coach can see miles beyond what you can see. They can see your strengths that your friends can't see. Yeah, your friends have known you. They have known you your whole life, some of them. They knew you way back when you were a wreck. They know all the ways you messed up, all the stuff you did. They've known about all the bad stuff you've done, so they're going to have a hard time seeing how far you'll be able to go. Some, not all friends are like that, but there's a lot of people we have in our life sometimes family too. You can tell what they think and what they believe by the words that come out of their mouth. As the scripture says, you know them by the words that come out of your mouth. So even right now, as I'm so fired up that I can't remember the scripture. Oh, got it. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So you can tell what somebody believes. I can tell what you believe if we have a conversation by what comes out of your mouth, the things that you're saying, the excuses you're making, how you think you can't make it or whatever. You got to improve. You have to improve. Maybe you're fine where you're at. Yeah, if you're happy where you're at, you're fine. But if you're not happy and you want to break through to the next level, and you got people in your life that want to drag you down, that want to keep you where you used to be, you got to get rid of them. When you're growing, it's going to show the kind of people that you need to leave behind. If you keep getting higher and higher up and they keep getting further and further away from you, they're going to drag you down because they're not comfortable. If you're going up and they're kind of going up with you because you're inspiring, that's different. That's the kind of friend you can keep. Friends that want you to improve, friends that want you to get better, friends that want to come along with you. Maybe they're not going to go as far or as fast, but if they're making that effort. But you can't have people around you or take advice from people that aren't sharing where you want to go, that say, you're fine, you can just have one cookie, that's not going to make a difference. You can just sit back and, why are you trying to succeed? Like, why are you trying so hard? I mean, I know you have a goal, but no, I'm really trying to reach this goal. And they're the ones trying to get you to stop, to relax, to take a break. You've done enough for them, maybe, but you haven't done enough for you. You know you haven't because there's something still burning in you. You've got that goal and you're not going to quit until you get there. But for some people, they're going to be uncomfortable with your growth, with your movement, with your momentum, with your trajectory of where you want to go. So they'll tell you can just have a couple bites of that cake. And you may have sworn off sugar and they know you've sworn off sugar. But it's so-and-so's birthday. You can just have a taste, just a little. They're trying to get you back to that old space, right? Misery loves company. And if they're miserable and they're comfortable there, they want you there with them because then it justifies what they're doing, right? It's crazy, I know. So you've got to decide. There comes a point in your life where you have to make that decision of what is best for your life, and you have to go for it. And the people around you should want you to succeed, right? Do you want to take advice from people who are more successful than you, that are pushing you to do better, to be better, to make better choices? Or do you want to continue to take advice from the people around you who've got issues, who've got problems, who are broken down, who don't see the value in you improving or getting help or reading books or hiring coaches or mentors? I don't know, it's up to you. Do you want to stay stuck where you're at because it's easy to do, it's comfortable, your friends like you there? Now, things in motion tend to stay in motion, but things at rest tend to stay at rest. So get a coach. They're going to get you in motion. Get a mentor. They're going to get you in motion. It is up to you. Do you just want to live your life so that your friends feel comfortable around you? So you can keep your old friends that you've had all your life? You know what? Not everybody's going to go with you to the next level. You got to have the friends that want you to grow, the mentors. You know, my mentor told me once, look around you right now. A year from now, probably half the people won't be there. He told me this 3 years ago, and he was right. He was so accurate. I lost friends. They got uncomfortable with my growth. They got uncomfortable where I was going. They got uncomfortable even with my giving and my charity. You know, when I worked in an assembly line in a factory and just did the status quo, that was a different space. Going towards your dreams, brings aliveness. You start to become alive. You start to have so much energy. You have this pep in your step. You're feeling so energized. You're heading in the direction you want to go. You don't need caffeine to get you out of bed. You're not stuck anymore. You're not stagnant. You're not broken. You've broken through the next layer. And that gets some people very upset because your aliveness makes their deadness more apparent. The more alive you are, the easier it is for them to see that they're dead. It comes down to this. Who do you want to take advice from? And the best piece of advice I ever got in my life was not to take advice from someone I wouldn't trade places with. Ouch. So, I remember once when I was trying to lose the last 10 or 15 pounds. I had a friend who was 300 pounds giving me advice on how I could lose the last 10 or 15 pounds. I love her, but I can't put into practice the things she tells me because she hasn't put them into practice. You know what I'm saying? So when people are giving you advice, you look at the kind of life they're living. Do you want to have the results that they have? If not, level up. Go to the next level. Take advice from people who are more successful than you in their field, and honestly, frankly, that have been successful in any field, because they will know it has more to do with your mental space that you're fighting for. It has more to do with the gray matter between your two ears than someone who is successful in a certain realm, right? I coach people that are in all different lines of work, because most of it is a mental game. It's a breaking through barriers. It's a showing you how to see yourself successful so you can stop the self-sabotage that's keeping you stuck. Because you can't figure out how to get to the next level if you're still thinking at the level that got you here, right? So I'm harping on it, I know. But if you can't get a coach, then get advice at least from the right people. People who are happy and joyful and who've had some success in your life. Otherwise, you're gonna stay stuck. And you can get this advice from books, from inspirational YouTube videos. I just want you guys to be so careful of who you take advice from now on. I know, sometimes even people who love you are not the best people to take advice from. So just remember, if they're not the people you would trade places with, don't take advice from them. Guard your heart, right? Guard your heart, because it says, for out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? But it also says, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. The issues that you're going through in life, a lot of it has to do with what you let inside your heart. So don't let anything in that doesn't line up with the plans, the thoughts, the desires you have for your life, God's will for your life. I say this with love. I say this with passion. I don't want you guys to get stuck listening to bad advice. I want you to succeed, right? I want you to stay in motion. I don't want you stuck and stagnant. As always, live true, love hard, and shine bright.